Hello and welcome back to Space Engineers. Thank you very much for joining us in today's video, and as you can see, the blueprint is up and we are hard at work off camera, and indeed will be in this episode, at trying to get this part of the ship up and running. You see, we have a bunch of weapons that are now useless, that have been just been cut out, and instead we have all the new weapons over on this side, and of course subsequently on the starboard side as well. Today's goal is to start cutting away the remaining bits of the old ship, the outer hull of the old ship, so that the new ship can go in complete with weapons, and so that we are armed, and more importantly, Hayes has more reversers, because currently we are pretty bad on reversers, and apparently my energy is low. Thank you, computer. So that is the plan for this episode. I will also probably do a quick fly around the ship, showing you things that may have changed or things that we have completed, and hopefully that should give you an idea as to where we are headed. So make sure you stay tuned. Let's get started, and I should probably top up my energy.
We don't have any method of collecting floating scrap, do we?
No, we tried the whole, remember we tried the collector with the gravity gen.
Nanites.
I mean, nanites would do it, but we've had issues with nanites in the past, with it causing server lag.
Yeah, that's the big one. But use the small ones.
There's a small nanite factory?
The small nano repair units.
I didn't know this.
They're 2 blocks large.
Oh, okay. I did not know this. Question: where is our medical room now? Or anywhere to top up health and energy?
Up top,
There are
yeah.
4 of them, I believe, in the anywhere in the ship.
Oh, hang on. There's one down here, isn't there? There it is. I know there's one at the back. There we go. That is the one I know. So, yes, let me go through. So, Sociopath has been quite busy at work doing this. No, that's a door. Doing this. I believe he's still working on it somewhat, but this is our new data room, as it were. So we have every bit of data that we could possibly require for our inventory right here. So we've got everything that is being built, all the ingots that we have, our ammo, anything like that, or everything like that. And just to make it a little bit nicer, we've got some glass, and it just gets rid of that little bit of glare when you actually look at it through the glass. It is quite readable. Maybe we need to put a catwalk or something up there just to make it a little bit easier to have a look around. These are massive containers, so this is cargo storage back here. Hydrogen tanks are over here too. We've got there will be some more work going on there with catwalks. The rear engines are the big Epstein engines are behind here, complete with 2 deuterium reactors, one on either side, so that we have we've got some power back there. This is not going to be the only power generation in our ship. There is going to be a little bit more. Then over here we've got our deuterium processing, a whole bunch of conveyors. We may end up changing some of the conveyors out, but this is just to ensure that we have everything working in some fashion. And then of course the door out. The door out leads currently to what is an empty area, but this will be the hangar bay. So you can see the doors are currently in. The floor is not yet in. We are going to be working on how this is going to slope down into Jake's larger hangar bay down at the bottom, which is currently doubling up, I believe, as our emergency and refinery system. So that is where we are refining everything. So this is going to be one of the hangar bays, or I say one of the hangar bays. We've actually turned this into one big hangar bay, complete with an overhanging corridor, which we've worked on. This is going to be potentially the way down into Jake's area, but we haven't yet done that bit. And then of course this is going to be the wall. We're considering all of these deuterium reactors. We may or may not have them. We're not entirely sure. This is going to be where one of the staircases is going to be, going up to the main bridge, which is 3. From here, I believe it is 3 or 4 decks above us. I think it's 4 decks above. Some cargo containers on the port and starboard side. This is the old ship that Jake and I were cutting out last time, and Jake is continuing to do so along with Hayes. So this bit is all being cut out and will be made redundant, or already has been made redundant in a lot of places. For example, here, all of this is now redundant. Going into the new larger section of the ship, you can see that we have guns that are not yet made, so we want to try and bring them online. I think our limiting factor might be superconductor components, not entirely sure at present. We'll start putting we'll start connecting these conveyors up, start getting some thrusters on the bottom of the ship as and when is necessary. We're not going to go too far forward at the moment, just because we have the mining apparatus out, and we want to make sure that should we need more iron, I highly doubt it at this point because we have millions now, but you never know with the amount of iron that we are using. We have the mining apparatus ready, and the front of the ship will be the final thing we do. Moving to the outside of the ship, you can see that a significant portion has been completed. Sociopath, what are these blue indicators? Are these shields?
Blue indicators.
Above the hangar bay doors, we have like these blue neon indicators.
Oh, that's just some graffiti. I don't know who's painting.
Right, someone's doing some graffiti there. So there we go. On the outside, we have some more tanks. We've got some ore blazers, a whole bunch of hydrogen thrusters, and some iron thrusters to back them up. Port and starboard side, of course. At the back of the ship, plenty of thrust, although we are not sure how much of this is going to be useful, and indeed how fast we are going to be able to go, using some of the new scaffolding blocks. That's, I say new, they're probably a couple of months old now, using some of those new scaffolding blocks and pillar blocks and all of those kind of things, just to give it a little bit more detail. It does look rather splendid. These engines are shielded somewhat from above and below from missile attacks, but they are a little bit exposed on the sides. That is all right, we will deal with it. At the back of the ship, if I switch on the lights, we have some of these lasers. These lasers are the ones that are responsible for helping, or attempting to help us. Sometimes they actually end up hurting us, but helping us build whatever we place down. So we place it down either as a projector block, in which case it will build everything on the projector, or we just place down the block ourselves, and then it will go ahead and build it. A bunch of weapons on this beam that we have over here. Some of them torpedoes, some of them, I think we've got some laser weapons and some kinetic weapons as well. Both I was going to say we have a couple facing fore, but most of them are aft facing. We also have a strike cannon right here, and then we will have 2 further cannons forward, 4 of the bridge, when the time comes. The bridge itself is pretty much in a complete state from the outside, the top of it anyway, so we've got a little bit of an overhang all the way around the bridge to protect it, and then blast doors should we need them. We have tested the blast doors, haven't we, Hayes? To ensure that we can sort of look out even with them.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Those,
So there we go. If I just stand there, you can see out. It isn't great, but that is why we have a camera. You can see inside. This bridge is going to be rather busy. We have a whole bunch of consoles that will be going in, although it is not yet. It's not yet done. But this is going to be where a whole bunch of consoles go in, and this is where a lot of us are going to be spending our time. Possibly. And then, of course, out of the bridge, we've got the little bit of a walk, which takes us to the strike cannon, and we will be figuring out this area and how we wish to do it. So from the bridge, it isn't just going to be a door and we walk in. We will maybe put an overhang on the back as well and fix a few things here and there. So that is the current state of the ship. As I say this, of course, Hayes, Jake, Sociopath are all at work, so I've done that. Things have probably already changed. Any changes in the time I've been talking? Do we have a new ship yet?
Well, I just opened the blast doors on the bridge.
Oh, let's have a quick look at what that would look like. So, these are the windows that we have chosen, the windows of choice. I think these are the industrial windows, right? Something like that. I think they're called industrial windows.
Reinforced windows.
Reinforced windows, there we go. I believe they might be from the industrial pack then. So yes, they have a little bit more strength, I suppose, than a normal window, and it does fit with the aesthetic somewhat. Not perfect, but close enough to the aesthetic. And of course, down here we've got these gratings. We're going to have decks. We might change those gratings out for windows, and we have a way in from here. So if I just sit myself down here, there is actually going to be a massive cannon here currently where our shield emitter is, or shield generator, whatever that is. There's going to be a massive cannon here, so we have to work that bit out. And I hear something. Maybe I should put my HUD back on. Who knows? That might be a good idea. But yes, that is the current state of this ship, and I am now facing window. Okay, well, that's great. Okay, what do we have around? What have I heard? Apparently something called Thunderbird 1. Okay, Thunderbirds, I'll go. So yes, this is what we have. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start placing all of these blocks for heavy armor, but I'm not going to weld them up myself. I'm just going to grab the steel and just place the blocks in and let the Omni laser welder things do it when the time is right, i.e. when we switch off the projector and switch on the laser. Right, so the way I'm doing this is figuring out which blocks go where and then just popping them in. And the reason I'm doing it this way is because ever since I don't know whether it's an update that has done this, but I cannot, even with the slow laser, the slowest, the level 1 tier 1 laser, I cannot place, or sorry, I cannot weld a single steel plate, which is really annoying. I don't know whether you guys can, or you guys having the same problem where every time you try to put a single steel plate in, more often than not, multiple steel plates go in.
Yeah, it puts in a stupid amount.
Yeah, I've got the same issue. I never used to have this. I used to be able to do it, but it just does all of them now. So instead, this is potentially the faster way for us to do it. It's a little bit harder to see, and we have to obviously get the right weapon, the right tools, the right weapons, whatever it is, the right blocks, the lot. So we have to check that. But since I know that this is the outer layer, I know this is all supposed to be heavy armor. And if it isn't heavy armor at any point, I am just making it heavy armor because it is the outer layer. And so if I just get this line done. Hayes, what I'm trying to do at the moment is maybe connect up. Your bridge is sort of floating rather precariously. Like one shot in the right spot, and I think the bridge will start drifting.
Well, there are a few connection points, but yeah, I take your meaning.
Yeah, so I'm just going to try to maybe add a few more heavy armor blocks around that area. that gives you the extra protection. Potentially. I may be placing them in completely the wrong locations, in which case it isn't going to do much. So this here, this small deck is a sub-deck. We're not really going to be doing much over here apart from maybe some conveyor connections should we need to.
Energy low.
Apparently my energy is low already, so time to run and look for... oh no. Oh dear. How do I... ah, yeah. I'll just go this way. Social path came out this way, so I guess this way is something. What's this way? That's gyroscopes. That isn't what I want. Aha. Okay, I've done enough talking. Time for you guys to now talk.
About what?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I have gotten to the point where we need to remove some of these cargo containers. They
Yeah,
are.
I've been there, so I stopped.
Yeah.
I started to put blocks.
What I have done is I stuck a conveyor sorter, just so that it will only take items out of the containers. It won't put any in. Hopefully. But what we should do is get some more cargo space.
Do we not have all that cargo space at the back?
There,
Yeah.
those are full.
Yeah, they're full.
Oh.
We have a lot of resources. Yeah.
Let's get to using them, I guess. Oh, that's not what I meant to do.
Well, it's kind of less about being used and more that we're waiting for them to be used by the refineries because a lot of it is scrap.
Would it be worth starting to ditch some of the scrap?
No, because scrap is ore.
Yes, but I know, but given how much, for example, we have of certain ores... oh, well, that's a hole. I'm just thinking about... oh, actually, I need to be down
I
here.
do think we have an issue. We kind of need to fix that later. That some part of the ship will be light armor and some is in heavy armor.
So, I think anything that's... This is what I'm sort of trying to do it
I
manually.
think you probably place is heavy armor, but the blueprint might have been light armor.
What I've done is anything that is an outer hull, I'm just putting heavy armor on. Anything that's an inner hull, I'm putting light armor in. Maybe not the smartest of... oh, that's wrong. Oh no, that's a hole. I've fallen through a hole again. So this is the downside of doing things the way we are doing them. You tend to get stuck in a hole sometimes because you do not see. But yes, you are probably right, Sociopath. I've maybe messed something up. I would not be surprised if I've done so. But if you want, what you could do is anything you see that is messed up on the outer hull anyway, just replace it. If it's only small areas. There we go, that's that section all closed up. Right, so now if I dump a bunch of heavy armor here. Wait, what's this? That's heavy armor too. Okay, so there is one layer of heavy armor that might be partly internal, and that's the top of the ship, excluding the bridge. That one is still, looks like that is all heavy armor. So just a warning there.
Top of the bridge is actually all light armor.
Top of the bridge is light armor.
Yep.
Okay, we probably will want to be swapping that out to heavy armor.
We can probably
Let's first
assess
build it,
that
yeah,
and
that-
then
that-
assess
built.
it
I
later.
was going to say that probably doesn't need to be done just yet because it's easily accessible. That. Okay, good. That's that bit connected. Is there an easy... in fact, Hayes, do you think you could pop up to the deck just below the bridge and dump one of those health things here, please? I forgot what they're called. It's not a med bay. It's the... what's it called? What's it called? I don't
You
know
want
what
to
it's
have it
called.
connected with the conveyor, so...
Medical kit. So if you just put... Can we just put a medical kit onto... I can do this. Why am I asking Hayes to do it? I'm right next to a cargo container. Yeah, so if I put this right on top of a conveyor, sociopath, it should just work, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
If the conveyor is connected to any of the tanks.
It should be. This is the primary conveyor network, as far as I know. We'll find out. Interior plates. Interior plates. I'll start with just 3 so I can put this down. So that's it. Shift, middle click. No. Right click and then middle click on this. That's it. Interior plates. We're just going to remove the file at the moment. It happens. It's just... It's just happens. Just every now and then. Nothing's wrong with that. By the way, whoever was saying something just now, I cannot hear.
Are we
Is that
still
what-
firing guns?
I was going to say, is that weapon going to stop firing at any point?
The 2 weapons.
Oh, were they
Yeah.
just a little trigger happy, or?
No. It shot us. It shot back.
Something's still firing. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, we have internal guns firing still.
Yeah, so we need to start shutting those ones off. When we can, obviously. Right. That there. Oh, no. That's wrong. Every now and then you just pop something in incorrectly and it ruins your day. Okay. Why is this not covered? By the way, if there is anything that I've ended up blocking that people need to make their way through, just maybe cut a hole and then make a marking near it, paint or something saying, here, don't block this particular one, so that we can actually get out and get through. Okay, I have to be careful with these. That one across there. Are we alright taking on a cockroach?
Depends which angle it's coming.
It is above us.
Probably.
Yeah, that's fine then. Nothing for us to worry about. Everybody remain calm.
Whoa!
What happened?
We were rammed by a cockroach.
And he just like
It just flat out rammed us at about 100 meters per second. What on earth was that? That was just rude.
Coming in again.
It's now moving away.
I'm just doing my best to not hit the asteroid.
Why can I not withdraw it?
Because we might not connection.
Oh no, I'm withdrawing things now. I think we just do not have the interior plates.
No, that might be
Yeah, we do not have the interior plates to do this.
we also need to stop and start places.
Oh, I know my energy is low. I'm trying to build the thing so that I can actually... Sorry, I can barely hear you. Over that. Okay, what were you saying about damage?
We took some damage, so we probably better off disconnecting the blueprints and start the
And starting
places.
repairs. Sure. Oh, we do not have medical components. Yeah, if you want to take the blueprint down and... Oh, I see some of the damage. Yeah. Yeah, if you want take the blueprint down and... How do you... Right, what's the easiest way in here? Through this. Okay. Nope, that just led me straight to the outdoors again. I need to find... Ah, this looks like a reasonable place to go. This ship will become easier to navigate. I'm telling you that now. It will become easier to navigate. At some point. Not right now, but at some point. Okay, is the blueprint off now?
Yes.
Alright. So we actually get to see some of this. Actually, that's a lot that we have out. That's quite a framework we've put up.
Oh, what, on the port side?
Not just the port side, I've been working top side.
Mm.
Because for exactly that reason was I didn't want anything cutting through the light armor, so I thought, but nothing actually hit it. Apart from the one area that actually got built, somehow it hit that area.
Okay, so we turning on the construction beam?
We should be on.
The repair one is it? How come... Oh, we've lost some of these. Right. We did lose a few bits, but it's fine. We can... Once things are repaired, and we're in a repaired state, we can start putting them back in. Well, let's go have a look at the port side. See what we're looking at. Okay, that's those going back in. Did those large weapons, have those large weapons managed to come up yet? No. That's fine. In the meantime, I know for a fact that this should all be heavy armor. So I'll just stop putting that in. Steel plates. Oh, actually, I'll also... interior plates.
None of the multi-tools are reporting that they're using any power.
Yeah, they do not appear to be building anything, that is for sure.
I see the beams shooting around from time to time.
Where are they currently based? At the back of the ship?
At the back, yes. Are we out of steel plate again?
It's likely.
That might be why they're not building anything. Yep, they're not. I think then they are not building anything because there is no steel plate for them to build with. I'm just looking through it now. Right, what I will do though is I'll get this repaired with these blocks in. That one goes there, and hydrazine thruster, which is you, can go there and there. Yeah, it is. It's the lack of steel plates. We have no steel plates for them to do anything. Are the assemblers working? I remember last time we were having problems with the assemblers.
We're currently building small steel tubes.
For what?
Mm.
Well, that's a little odd. But there
Apparently
we go.
that's what Izzy wants to build.
Can we perhaps bribe Izzy to build steel plates? Because, I mean, we're not going to be able to do much construction if there are no steel plates.
What the?
Ooh, I have 18 steel plates on me. I can put 18
We're
more blocks in.
making 300,000 small steel tube.
And why not?
Because we're set it to 125,000.
Why?
No, we have 300,000. We're disassembling.
Why?
Oh, that's what they're doing.
Okay, so there must
The
have been a
D is
mistake.
disassembling and the A is building.
So there must have been a mistake in terms of...
Oh, we just ran out of steel plates.
No. Was there a mistake in terms of... Surely we didn't order 300,000 small steel tubes.
No, we just had so much.
300,000.
We have been tearing apart the entire ship, and every conveyor uses 20 small steel. Admittedly, that would be... what? 10,000?
It won't be the 300,000.
No.
I don't know where that's come... Unless... Was that from maybe taking apart a Revo?
No,
or...
Izzy is still building. Jake to try to reset assemblers.
Well, on that note, it is probably a good time to end this video. So thank you very much for watching. Please remember to click on the like button if you like this video. Subscribe to the channel for more videos on space engineers. Leave a comment in the comments box below, letting us know what you think, any suggestions you might have, although it is going to be a few weeks before we see any of them. Thank you for continued support of people watching this series, This ship is going to be eventually finished, and it is going to look resplendent, it is going to be spectacular, it is going to be a proper battleship, and it's probably going to last one battle before it gets ripped to shreds, because that is how we tend to do things. Because maybe we didn't connect up a main conveyor, and that is it. But you never know, you'll have to wait to see. If you can do so, please do consider supporting me on Patreon. Link in the description box below, as are links to my social media and Discord server. And do go check out Jake's channel at ZeroJake on YouTube for some additional content, Space Engineers, Homeworld, Stellaris, and whatever else he does when he has the time to do so. That is all from me, Jake, Sociopath, and Hayes. We shall see you next time in Space Engineers.